Ooh. Hello, it's me. It's a Saturday and we are detailing. Hello, everybody. Hello. Remember to guard your privacy, y'all. Remember to guard your privacy. Hopefully everyone's doing all right. We are getting started. Becca. Style Auto Detailing, Lewis, Ulysses. Let's talk about what we're working on today. I am actually waited a few hours because the pipes were hot. So we're gonna do a full ceramic coating, detail, wash. I'm gonna walk you through how I do it and thought maybe we could just hang out. You know what I'm saying? This is a nice Triumph, but let me show you the paint real quick because this speaks volumes to what we're doing here. How's everybody doing? And we're gonna go over some product testing that we're doing together. All right. You guys see that? I can't ride this hog. I can't even do it. I'm like 8 times bigger than this thing. So we got a bunch of scratches, swirls. We might do a giveaway today too. Check that out. So it's all over the bike, right? So we got a whole bunch of scratches and swirls. We got this leather that we're gonna have to clean and coat. And then we have a bunch of plastic parts and all that crap. 2 things I don't really like to do a lot is introduce a lot of water to when I do this. But let me show you a line that I'm actually testing. I wanna shout out John. You know who you are, bro. And then Dan. And I'm just doing a test here. So you can see I've already started. Testing the Invoke. You're asking Andy why. You know why, guys. So look at this. Tested that. This water wash is a real slapper. It's gases, bro. It's gas. I mean, it's so good. The fragrances of these are pretty elegant. So these are pretty elegant. So this is the things I'm testing today. We're gonna coat it. We're gonna polish it. And we'll just hang out for a little bit until I go through. But the scent on this is very premium. Very premium. Drive up and help, dude. Hey, my house is your house. And then we have Invoke all-purpose cleaner. Invoke rinseless wash. They have 2 versions. I have both here. This one has no protection. The other one's SiO2 base. And this is probably some of the best waterless wash that I personally ever used. The scent is intoxicating. How it cleans dirt is kind of unique in its own sense. But yeah, Australia. Brand is from Australia. So Dan, actually someone in chat in the Thor group said to me, but here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use double flips because when I do a motorcycle, I don't like to introduce a lot of water. So I'm gonna walk you through my process. There's a bunch of dirt on there. I could trust that this is gonna get it, but I have Perlidio diluted 15-1. I have a panel prep because we are gonna, this is, Yum sent me that bottle, actually, because that's the old school bottle. You see what I'm saying? And this is going to be for my pre-spray for my rinseless. We're going to do double flips here. Invoke is from Australia. Cool thing about this here, it's the dilutions. Let's read it together here. The dilutions are pretty nuts. So it's 1,000-1. There's another brand out of Australia that does 1,000-1 that isn't as slick as this. I'll just call the brand. Next Zen is not as slick as that. Smell that, Adamo. Smell that? It smells pretty good. So we're gonna mix it. So it's 1,000-1. You just take the cap. I'm gonna do 750-1. That's 1.5 caps. Like that. And then I'm gonna put my double flips in here. Like that. And then you're like, well, Eddie, you didn't really add anything to your sprayer. So the unique thing about this is they want you to do a pre-spray kind of system. So they want you sending a spooky pumpkin for a cleaning bottle. Oh, I love pumpkin, dude. Love pumpkin. So for this, they want you to do 32-1. So they want to do a cap full as their pre-spray, but Eddie's got to go hard because that's high roll. And then we'll fill that up with water. So that's our rinseless wash. So when I do any type of motorcycle, I do a lot of rinseless washing. This is the bike we're doing. It's a brand new Triumph here. So that's the bike I'm doing. Ask your questions, and then we'll clean it together, and then we'll polish it, and I'll show you how I take care of it. I'm just gonna fill up this IK sprayer for the grouse, the pre-wash per se. And then I like to do a little extra cleaning, right? Because, you know, there's grease on the bike, things of that nature on the bike. And then I'll show you my next step. Here, let me get a towel. I'll be right back in a second. So that's what we're doing today. Motorcycle time, double flips. Where did you think about Shine Supply? Oh, I have it here. Shine Supply slaps. Actually, let's go to the cabinet, shall we? Now that you say that, I'm using that today, brother. And I'm gonna coat it with Slick from Luminous. And I have cut over there. Walk you through the cabinet here. I'm testing. Yeah, dude, I got some Shine Supply. I keep it in rotation to test. I got the new stuff here. This is their new soap, the one that they just come out with. Testing all of that. I have a whole bunch of stuff I'm testing from Shine Supply. All right. So just so you can see the bike too, there is some dirt on it, but again, I don't like to introduce a lot of water. We're gonna hand polish this. He took a microfiber to this, kind of odd, and it burnt on there, so we're gonna have to do that. Slick back is a must, but I also been digging this right here, Fiero, and then Classic Cut. I always keep on hand. I'm just a fan, you know what I'm talking about? I'm a Classic Cut fan. All right, so I got my Rinseless. We are going to show you what I do here. And you're gonna be like, hey, that's super extra, but it is what it is. He did pay a lot of money to get this done. And I just wanna make sure I take my time. So I got my steamer. Check the steamer out, dude. It's 10 bars of pressure. This steamer is nuts. Steamer is nuts. All right. This is real leather too, so I try not to introduce a lot of stuff to real leather. Not that it's gonna damage it, but caustic cleaners can. So what I tend to do is I spray the whole bike. I doused it. Come back with a rinseless wash. I try not to get the seat. The seat I'm actually gonna clean separate. I douse all that, get all this, get all that. Because I'm gonna hit every single piece, and this is gonna encapsulate all that dirt. And since I'm using a steamer, I don't have to worry about the stuff not coming off, because, you know, steamer does God's work. And then the tires. Look, note, when you're doing motorcycle detailing, never put tire dressing on a motorcycle, because you could kill the user, because it's slick. So you never want to do that on a motorcycle, because you'll rape them, per se. And that's, I know it sounds vulgar, but it is what it is, cuz. All right, that's all I got. So now I like to go section by section. So I'm gonna break the bike up in fours. I usually do the front last, let that sit, emulsify. I'm gonna hit this mug up here. And then that's what we're gonna do, guys. So I'm using Invoke Rinseless Wash. What I like about it, concentrations are nuts. The cleaning power actually reminds me of almost like Young Nemesis. I think Young and Nemesis are slightly slicker. And you want to roll it. You can see all that dirt that's coming off. Sorry, I'm trying to position you guys so I can get around the car and do my thing. And then look, and then I roll it in because what I don't want to do, right, is I don't want to introduce more scratches because I got to polish that. So I'll roll it and then I'll flip it over. I got 4 of these in the thing. And you could reintroduce this to the bucket, but for this rinseless, I probably won't. Not that it's bad, I'm not going to reintroduce it. No windshield, nah. This guy, he lives on the edge. I asked him, I was like, Sean, he said, nah, no windshield. Get your trail for a drying towel. See if I can position you guys. And there you go. This part's done. Like I said, I let the rinseless do the heavy lifting. I just go in, use the steam to break the dirt down, and then I'll break that up. And then I'm gonna move over to this section here. And then for this one, I'm gonna get a smaller towel here and just, hit it up. This bike, see, Carlos knows. Carlos, what do you think about this Triumph? It looks good, huh? All right, so for this section here, I'm gonna get one of these. It's more manageable than the double flips, it's not a stick. And I'm just gonna go in and do the same thing. I pre-sprayed it with Rinseless. Put this in the bucket here. Walking into I'm blind, bro. So blind. So I got all this. And come in and dry that. Dry all of that. And then here I would just, when I finish the whole bike, I'll come back and I'll blow it out with air. Just to make sure there's no more water. And I'll go into hand polish. Greg, what's up, dude? How's New Jersey? How's New Jersey, Greg? How was New Jersey? Mason, what's up? How's everybody doing? How's your weekend? Look at all that dirt. Look at all that dirt. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Yeah, it's a nice bike. So what I did was I sprayed the whole thing with rinseless wash, let it sit, so it picked up some of that dirt. I'm coming in with a couple double flips, soft towels, and then we're gonna go in and do some type of clay on the paint. And then just let everyone know, like when you do motorcycles, don't put tire dressings on it because they could kill themselves. Nah, dude. Water. This is how I've always done it my whole career. When I do bikes, I just take my time with the steam, clean it the right way for me. Like I said, for me, right? I'm saying the appropriate way for you, just use your soap or whatever you want to do. But I always go in with the rinseless. I always go in with steam, and I just break it down section by section. And I come in with my towel, and then I just dry this mug off. And I'll come in with air in a second and get all that. And it was dirty if you come in earlier, and you can see my towel has no dirt. So I did a good job cleaning it, and that's how I do it. He takes good care of his bike. He got it brand new. There was one part where some dude said, he said somebody waxed it and put a whole bunch of scratches on his hood. That's why he brought it to me. It's been a week, guys. Like, people just messing people's stuff up. It's been nuts. You know what I'm talking about? It's been a wild time, dude. Wild time. People just messing people's crap up. And then I do all this. Like, look at that. You see that mark right there? I have to polish all that. We're gonna polish it together using slick black. I just want to grab the rest of the components and then steam clean the back of it. we should be good to go. And then for this, I'll steam clean all that off camera. I'm just gonna get to the paint first. I do the wheels last, I'm weird. No, you just don't want the rubber and plastic, you just don't want to stay on there for a while. There'll be no difference in doing it like an interior clean. Does that make sense? For me, what I worry about is like that seat's real leather, right? Would you ever hit your real leather with high pH soaps? Like I wouldn't. So I would just treat it with respect. And there you go. You got that clean. Come in, and then you can see we're gonna have to fix that. And then we're gonna clean this seat real quick. With the bike is, I think it's clean. Hold on, I missed a spot. Missed a spot. Gosh darn it, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna coat it. Look, you can even steam clean the Brembo brakes right here. I can come in, I can hit that, or I can spray my rinseless on it. Or you know what, let me just show you how I'm gonna do this so we're on the same page. How alkaline, you know what I'm talking about? How alkalinity on this bike. So, I have Preludio. I have it right here, 1 to 15. I'm gonna show you how to get down. Get down. Take this mug. And I'm gonna just, and that's Preludio, so that's that rinseless wash. Come in, hit that mug with the little. Hey, Sparkle, I asked you to email me again because I couldn't find your email. If you don't mind emailing me again, I'll answer that tonight. I get like 1,000 emails a day, so I apologize that I missed that. Not that you're not important. I just wanted to be. And then we'll get, I'm just gonna hit the whole thing, bro. I'm gonna hit the whole thing. And this is how alkaline Preludio. Yeah, dude. I use all kinds of chemicals. Rinseless wash with protection, rinseless wash without protection. And then I'm confident that there's gonna be no dirt. So this is Preludio. So this is high pH rinseless kind of ordeal. And I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna dry that, dry those components. And then this part right here, I'm gonna hit that with the high alkaline pH rinseless. It's the details, guys. It's the details. You know what I'm talking about? Come around. I'm gonna hit every back of it, front of it, left of it. Dude, what's barbecue, dude? Look, Ulysses, I'm gonna need you to make a trip to come pick up some chemicals, bro. I'm gonna need you to come up here and grab some chemicals because my shelves are full. And I already tested the stuff I wanted to test, and I'm Gucci. You know what I'm talking about? So pedals are next. So remember, I try to move in succession. You grab my Preludio here, and I'm just gonna, it's not dirt, but it's part of the detail, bro. My guy paid for all this. You want Preludio to foam more, just beep, beep, beep. And then come in with the steam. Hit that mug with the steam. Come in and dry. Now we're gonna go do the other side of the brake on this side, but you can see how clean that looks. Looks very, very clean. Yeah. I mean, what's everybody's thoughts on the rinseless wash high pH stuff. I always wanted to ask what everybody thought about it. I gotta go around. Get closer, ooh, get closer. I'm burning up. I don't even know why I'm over here acting like I'm not gonna use a lot. Crazy. Yeah, you know what? I'm testing Invoke, so that's why I didn't use Loki, because I'm testing that brand from Australia, or I would have used Loki for this. So this is interesting. So this part right here, you can tell so it's dirt right there, you know what I'm saying? So if I wasn't testing, I would be using things. I got the email, I see it. Nah, I'm only taking time because I want to get this right, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ceramic coat it, but I always clean stuff like this. People pay you to do a job, bro. So I'm just getting the details because you know what? That's what people see are the details. So if there's any dirt on here and he sees it, he's like, what did you really do? Did you know what I'm saying? So, and it doesn't take no time. Less than 30 minutes, you're good to go. Because I already cleaned the bike, you know what I mean? Like all this side is all clean, just gotta do the back wheel. That's what's next. The bike is clean, and then we're gonna go into polishing real quick. And then we're gonna apply ceramic coating. And then that's it. But it's the details, bro. It's the stuff he's gonna remember. You just wanna make sure you do your best. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, this is the freaking, I hate this part of the bike. This bike part of the bike sucks, bro. And I'm using Prolidio because it doesn't require to be rinsed off. And if I miss a spot, don't have to worry about it etching. It's VDA certified. And I come in and just hit all these. Now, if you're one of those that you want foam, like Chulada, you know, see the foam. What is that guy saying, Chulada? I love watching that dude on TikTok, bro. What's that dude's name? Chulada guy. If you see the foam, you know we're ready to go. Hit that mug up with some steam. And I'll wipe. And you can see I have no dirt on my towel. Good to go, fam. All right, gotta do the other side, and then we're good. Any questions? What we got? What coating am I using? Great question. What do you want me to use? I have a new coating from Israel that I'm testing. I have, I got a lot of coatings. I mean, I got Luminous. I was gonna use Luminous Slick for this. Motorcycles, this has to be something. Yeah. This part I try not to do so much of. Like this one, I'm just gonna hit with steam because I don't want to get oils off that belt. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, guys? I'm gonna hit this mug with steam and rinseless, and we're gonna get to polishing the chrome first, and then yeah. Look at that. Zero dirt. We're good. So that's how I would detail this. And now we gotta polish. So we got a couple scenarios here. Look how good the bike was, dog. Okay, all right. Look at this. So it's heat from the pipe, but he also used a microfiber to crowd it. So I'm gonna see if I can polish it off. How do you think we should tackle that? Yeah, you gotta grease them up. That's why I don't like to introduce a lot of water to this part here, or any APCs or things of that nature. And that's why I do rinseless wash. Trying to avoid that as much as possible. I was just trying to clean this part and the brake part. I don't touch the belt. Hence why I don't use a lot of caustic chemicals or foam it up or anything like that. That would degrade those things. So that's why I go section by section with steam and then rinseless wash. Yep, Steven's right. All right, so check this out. You guys see that? Let's do a test spot. Let's see what we can do here for a test spot. Let's do a little testy spot here. One second. Gotta grab my tools. Uno momento, por favor. All right. Gotta get the Merca. Gotta get the 1-inch Pixie. 1-inch Rubens. Gotta get the compound. And we'll get rolling. How are we gonna handle that? What do you think? I have this. So, old reliable. Let me clean the screen here. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know, Metal Cut usually does good in this scenario. I could use Barkeeper's Friends. I don't have any. I'm gonna test it with this, see what happens. I'm gonna do this section here. And just see if I could get that. I'll probably have to do it twice. Just see if we can eat through the oxidation of the pipe. Yeah. Metal Cut doing God's work. Metal Cut doing God's work. Dang. I'm gonna hit that again just to refine it a bit. There's like a lot of, you could tell it took everything off there. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Yeah, big time difference. Look, you see that? That's what it looked like. That's where we're at. So I'm gonna refine this a bit more. It will destroy your pad. So I'm gonna just refine that, come down the pipe here, and then hit that backside. But this combo seems to be doing good. And this is probably one of my favorite root best tools. I do miss my other root best tools. I used to have a pneumatic one where I had a 60-gallon tank I used to run, a 3-inch one. That one was nuts. That one was pretty wild. Yes. All right, so that's how we're gonna do this. We're gonna bring that back to life. This is what it looked like. And let's do this part together. But you can see it came back real good. I'm gonna coat this with a metal coating. We'll see what that looks like. Yeah, I try to do it every week now. Every time I get a car, I feel like we could just vibe together. This is just real life. This is what I do. I did a lot of ceramic coatings this week. I'm gonna work that a bit here. See that part. You see that part here where he put the microfiber? That part here, I'm gonna have to hit that again. I could use 4-0 wool, but I'm not. I believe this should be enough to take that off. If not, I'm gonna have to hit it with like a scrub pad or something. But we'll see. How many pads for this, or do you wash? How many pads, you mean how many pads am I using for the polish? I try to use one to blow it out because that pad's ruined. You can see it gets ruined. I'm gonna put some pressure and see if I can get some of that to come off. What should I do there? How do I wash my pads? Every week on a Saturday, I put it in a 5-gallon container, use 4 ounces of solution from Science Supply, or 8 ounces, leave it there overnight. Come back the next day, use my pad washer to dry them off and clean the residue on top of them. It's been doing pretty good. What's everybody's thought on this right here? I'm gonna come back to that. I need to think about that for a second. I'm gonna stay in the problem, guys. I'm gonna stay in the problem, come back to it, and see what my mind comes up with. I might use a scrub pad with bar keepers to see if I get that clean, but I don't want to damage it. We'll see. I don't have Chemex polish, I wish. I wish I had Chemex polish for such a time as this. For such a time as this. God got my back. Dude, you own the store. Yeah, I know, bro. Look at this, though. Look at that. What a difference, right? All right, so we know how to take this out now. Again, shout out to CarPro metal cut until I got on hand. Forrest Frank slaps, bro. Forrest Frank's one of the greatest artists of our time. His music is uplifting. His music hits. Every time I hear his music, I feel like, man, I feel like I could do better in life. Does that make sense? Like Forrest Frank slaps. I'm gonna do this the rest off camera. Let's go to, I think I have a solution for this. I think so. We're gonna go do, let's go polish this and let's see what we can do there. I'll show you again off camera. But yeah, I got that chrome looking Gucci. Got that chrome looking Gucci. All right, so let me get my lights. I'm gonna hit this with a two-step. You know what I'm talking about? It doesn't need a two-step. I'm gonna hit that with two-step, see what happens. Sorry, gotta get a pad real quick. Forgive me. I love you. I just want to share how much I care. All right, so we're gonna do my combo here. We're gonna do endgame. Yeah, I got metal coating here. We're gonna do endgame for the first cut, and then I'm gonna do that as my finishing polish, so I don't have to panel prep it. So we can coat right after it. For my cutting pad, shout out to Lintech, they sent me this. I'm gonna use a blue berry, and then my finishing pad orange. And then let's see what we got here. All right, I'm gonna show you the lights. So now that it's cleaned, etc. Let's look at the. Oops, got a clay bar it. Look, guys, I'm over here acting new. I'm over here acting new, like, what's going on? All right, so I got some plate lube in this bucket, or this gallon of my solution here. So I'm using actual clay lube. I'm gonna saturate it. And then make sure it doesn't fall. Clean my pan. This little thing here. And I'm just gonna come in and clay that mug. There was some. There was not a lot. There's not a lot on this panel here. But let's do that for all the pieces first. No, we'll just correct this and I'll do the rest offline. No, then I'll forget. I'm not gonna cap. Eddie, how about trying endgame on the exhaust stand? Yeah, I could do that. Let me cut this paint with you first. And then I think for the exhaust stand, I'm gonna need something more aggressive, like some wool. You know what I'm talking about? Some wool, cuz. This clay lube is slick. This clay lube is wild. I love this clay lube. It's from Cam's, from Drive Auto. I've been testing it. Come in, no aggression, get it done. All right. And then we'll coat the seat together too. Let's go back here. Let's go here. Clean's finished. And then we're gonna cut the paint. Go from there. Thank you for sunshine. Thank you for rain. Thank you for sun. Thank you for pain. Sparkle. Hi. I have no idea what I use pushing. I said hi. I have no idea what you did either. All right. So just so we're on the same page, this is what we're looking at, paint-wise. You guys see that? It's pretty damaged. And then he has a scuff, like a gnarly scuff right here. So I'm gonna put tape down just so you can see my tape line. So we can see how good endgame does as a one-step, or we're gonna do a two-step here. And then we'll coat this, and then I gotta get back to the chrome, son. What's up, everybody? What's up? just detailing the bike, wash, talk, motorcycle ride, and all that jazz. When you tape off pieces for paint, you want to use paint tape because it's less tacky, you see? So it doesn't cause stress on the paint. You could do you, but remember this fat guy told you to use a less tacky paint. You know what I'm talking about? Always shake your compound. And let's get to work, huh? Oh, the seat. We're gonna do that together. I'm gonna show you. Remember, we're doing a side-by-side. We're gonna see how much we could get cut-wise. We're gonna do that part here together, and then we'll compare to that side. I'm gonna work this a little bit. I'm barely putting pressure on the bike because I always have a fear of bikes tipping over. Fun fact for you all. When we were developing in-game, there was a video I did on a motorcycle detail. That polish was in-game, just so we're on the same page. You know what I'm talking about? All right. So I could put a little more pressure here. Those seem to be... So I might go over it one more time, but look at that difference. Now I'm gonna finish that paint out, but look, we went from that to this, and I gotta tell you, I put no pressure on the panel itself, zero pressure. Like, there was literally zero pressure on this panel. So I'm gonna hit it again with in-game, and then, you know, I'm gonna hit that mug up with Fiero or slick back and see what we do, just to get it finishing. And I'm not even using a cutting pad here. I'm using just a blueberry. I would say that's medium. And this is an underpowered machine in the sense that it doesn't have a lot of torque. And I'm used to like my Merca, which, you know, I'm gonna put a little pressure this time to see if I can get more cut faster. And I'm gonna mold this section here because I saw a little bit on there, and that's all I'm gonna do. I just cleaned the bike and got dust everywhere like a douche. Look, guys, okay? Like, pull your pads out. Yeah, but I need that cut, bro. Yep, look at that. I'm gonna show you what that looks like finished down. Nice. That's nice. Yeah, I know. I didn't want, dude, Steve, it just makes me scared, you know, the bike tipping like that. So I just want to show people the cutting power of Endgame without a lot of pressure. And then I'm gonna finish it down. I'll show you what it looks like finished down. I have an orange pad here. I'm using slick back, and yeah, 5 to 10 pounds of pressure for sure would have took all that out, no problem. Ah, yeah, boy. Just so you could See the side by side, brother. You see? That's nuts. So Steve's right. You could have went a lot faster, put some pressure on it. 5 to 10 pounds, easy money. Would have been turn and burn. I was showing you the cutting power of Endgame. But yeah, so that's the correction we're gonna do. All right, let's clean this seat here. I'll show you how I'm gonna tackle this, and then we'll actually coat that together. Uno momento, por favor. Need to get some more tools. Oh, we got 170 people. We should do a giveaway. What do you guys want? We should do a giveaway. You know what? 78 people. 178. Guys, I'm gonna take a deep breath. Alright, so what I'm using for the leather seats, like I said, I'm testing a brand here. You guys, I'm using that for the leather seats. And then, cool thing about it is, I'm just gonna spray and then bring you in so you could get lost in the sauce with me. I'm gonna come in and I'm just gonna take my time. I'm gonna tell you right now, this leather cleaner is a real slapper. A real slapper. Like, it's elegant, the scent is elegant. It smells like expensive cologne. It's got like a hint of bergamot on the note, like the front end of the note of this seat cleaner. And it also lathers. Cool thing is, when it starts to lather, he mentions it, that Dan mentions it, when it turns brown, it starts to pull up the dirt. It was his thoughts on that. So I like to deep clean this mug. Like I said, some of this, just want to make sure you come in the side, grab every edge of it, and then wipe. I don't know when this is gonna hit. They're not ready to come to the U.S. I'm officially testing. I'm testing all of it. Look at that. Beautiful. Now, believe it or not, ceramic coatings for wheels, for leather. The solvents in some of the coatings actually take off any type of protection or cleaner on top of the leather. So sometimes you don't even need to do it in the sense of panel prepping, etc. But I have 2 coatings here, and I'm literally going to all right, so we're going to apply the ceramic coating to that. So, give me 1 second, let me bang this out. What do you guys think about this pad? You see how that pad comes up like that? So, no, I don't know. It's a real ceramic coating. What do y'all think about that? Yeah, it's soft. So when you're bending it on the seat, it'll actually bend to the contour of it. All right, I changed my mind. Look, I changed my mind. I'm gonna use that. All right, I changed my mind. I'm gonna use Guy Chappelle. And then I'm gonna saturate that up. I'm gonna be very honest with you. My little air compressors get the holy crap out of here. When you're doing leather seats, make sure you get both sides. Cross-hatch that. And I'm gonna let that eat for a bit. I'm gonna let that sit for a bit. Let the seat soak it up. And then level it down. Let it soak up, level it. Any questions? I decided to use Geist because I know it's safe, you know what I'm saying? I got rid of the wall because my space is only 1,000 square foot. And where I used to have it over there, it would get super loud. I bought the DeWalt so I could use like the Rupes little polishers. But yeah. I like everybody, bro. Don't care if you're Indian, don't care if you're black, white. I like everybody. And then come in and I'm gonna level it. And then we'll buff it out. Seat cleaned and coated, check. Check. All right, we're gonna polish the rest of this hood, this rest of this panel here. And I am deciding to use a 3-inch polisher, so, because Merca is life. Merca is life, guys. My favorite polisher ever. The 3-inch Merca, not one will write stuff like that. All right, we got a detail coat pad, some end game. We're gonna bust that out. We are going to bust this out. Let me get my stuff. Hello, Lisa. Crap, guys. Just see. So I'm gonna get close here. So you're out of the way. And you can see that seat's coated, blah, 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 blah. See when the bike shakes like that? I get so nervous. I don't know why that's dusting. I am applying pressure this time because I want to get over this. I want to finish this pretty quick. So I got about 5 pounds of pressure. Where the freak is my towel at? Ah, she's looking good. She's looking good. She's looking gorgeous. There you go. I'm gonna finish that up. Yeah, man, that end game, my lord, that end game is touched by God. We're gonna polish that real quick. So I'm doing my one step now. I'll come back, hit it with the other step, and then let me blow my pad out. I got my pad blown out. Any questions? Sorry, man, I'm in. Look at that. Let's get that mug here. Dude, I don't know why my pad is dusty. I just clean these things and I blow them out. So I'm gonna toss this after this. And you hear that change in RPM is because I am putting like 5 pounds of pressure down when I'm cutting. So I'm going through my cutting step. Yeah. Yeah, boy. One step is done. There you go. Now I'll take the hazing out after I finish cutting. I gotta do the front here. Gotta do that there. Eddie. Oh yeah, the Merc was good. V2, baby. V2. Can I use a brush for what? What are you talking about? What do you mean, can I use a brush? Alright, so there's gonna be spots on this car that, or this thing I'm not gonna do with the machine. So I'm gonna do the hand buff, my hand buff. Right here. So I got this little tool, got it from Korea. So I'll just work that in and let the pressure do it. And then, yeah, I just blow it out. I don't use brushes. And I'm gonna hit that with the hand, and then I'll have to come back in and do the same thing with the second step for slick black, so I could coat it right after all this. And again, sometimes the tools can't fit. And I'm gonna get around the emblem as close as I can. And this part, I'll have to panel prep before I use the other step. Dylan, what are you talking about? Like Make sure you hit this part of the tank. I love wax, but he wants a ceramic coating on this, and I think a ceramic coating would do justice. But I do love me some wax, you know what I'm talking about? I would use, what did I need to apply after buffing? Dylan, here's what I would take. If you want something simple, I would use a ceramic spray sealant, Hataba signature wax. I would use Luminous Black Diamond, a wax. You could use Sigma from GT. Any of your favorite brands, spray sealant, you could use, or you could use Fuso Coat 1 year paste wax, which is nuts. Fuso's Coat 1 year paste wax is crazy. Now give you like up to 6 to 8 months of protection if you're riding it every day. If it's a garage queen and you don't take it out that much, you'll get a year for sure. Now Fuso wax, make sure you wear gloves. This tool is a lifesaver. Like I said, sometimes I don't feel comfortable with how close this is here, so putting a machine with the neck in. No, it's not. He's talking about after he buffs it, bro. I don't think he's talking about if you coat it, put a wax on it. Like if you coat the car, just put a detail spray. Oh, maybe he was. And then this is where the moment of truth. So you see, even with the hand polish, I got the majority of those marks off. Here, it's just the hazing from the compound. I'll take that off after I finish my next step. And that is getting this area here. And again, the only reason I'm doing that is because I got this right here. I don't have room with my small neck, so I got to do this by hand. Small details, bro. Small details. Go around the gas cap. Make sure I get in here. Make sure I hit that mug back and forth just to get that equal step here. Bam. ¿Qué pasa, Mufasa? What's up, bro? All right. So I'm going to finish this section on the other side, but I already did here all the way down. I did this part. I got to do around the gas cap. And then we're going to call this step 1 done. Come back. Feeling tonight, a place that I love. If you're just staying tuned, we're just hanging out. Any questions? Lord, I heard a noise and I hope it didn't scratch. Perfect. Let me finish this next side and then we're done. What's everybody up to? Can you tell me how I can convert my matte finish bike? Oh, I don't know, bro. I don't know how to convert bikes from matte. I would just PPF wrap it with like a gloss PPF. You know what I'm saying? Best medium cut, heavy cut. Best medium cut, Picar 02. I like PNS, the heck is that called? Is it therapy? No. Rehab. Rehab is dope. I like 3D, Gold Standard Polish, Clean My Pan, Leale, Mazerna. And then heavy cut for me, the best heavy cut is 01 Picar, Angel Wax Resurrection, 400 Mazerna 400. It's an old school standby. And then I'm really digging 850. And I would say Endgame's up there as a good cutter of stuff. Good afternoon, everyone. Grab some wax, bro. Let it finish. Yeah, Pants Rinseless is nice. Yeah, gloss PPF. You could put a gloss PPF over a matte. It's gonna be glossy. I got this from Lens Tech out of UK. It's called a DAS polisher. I'm just testing it. I'm gonna go as far as I can with this, and then the rest I'll do by hand. Yeah, between the letters I have to do by hand. I'll clean it with a brush, like a soft bristle brush, but I won't be able to polish it. Where the heck? Gosh darn it. Bro, I can't find my rag. It's missing. If you missed it, we already coated the seat, cleaned it, ceramic coated it. Now we're just polishing this down, and then we'll come back and do our other scenario. I got a view, make sure I got the cut almost the same. Yep. All right, it's looking good. There's some spots on this front part that I have to do, so I'm gonna hit that real quick. And I'm gonna come in and polish it with Slick Bag. Are you doing anything between the letters? Yeah, I'll clean it. Stop by, say hello. If I was there, I would convert matte PPF. What smells awesome? Pan stuff? Yeah, pan stuff smells good. All right, now I'm gonna hit this with Slick Back. Slick Back is a primer polish from Shine Supply. So I'm gonna leave it on, do the whole thing, leave it on, take it off, and then I'm gonna finish the rest of the fenders off camera. But this is how a detailed bike. Is there any questions? What are we doing? Are you doing anything between? Yeah. What can I clean the motor with for the deep matte black showroom finish? The motor I used Labo Cosmetica Prelidio, but you can use APC. You can use rinseless wash. You're just gonna have to flush it out with air. And don't let it sit. I use steam, that's how I did it. Now this is just my finishing step. So I'm just going for that jeweling part. I'm gonna overlap this section since I did it already. And to go here, just to jewel this paint. Overlap that. Add some more compound. I forgot to do this side like a nerd. Got to do that side like a nerd, guys. Like a nerd. This is just a cutting compound. I'm trying to get, like, look at the space I have here. My hands are big, so I feel uncomfortable trying to nick that when I have to come here. So I usually on this section use the hand polisher just to get it right. And then I come in. Cool thing about Slick Back, you don't have to panel prep before. So I will go over this. Let me get a little tool here. One second, you gotta grab a tool. So I had to get a softer pad, and this is to apply Slick Back on this area here. Oh, no. So I use steam. So for the motor, I would spray like this part right here. I would spray like this part right here that I cleaned. I use rinseless wash, Prelidio if I needed it, and then I steamed everything. You see how I got it looking? I steamed everything. What are you talking about, Dave? My contract, what are you talking about? If you're just joining, we are detailing a motorcycle together. Right now, we're just paint correcting. We already washed it. We already clayed it. We did some chrome polishing. And now I'm going in and taking the small parts by hand that I'm nervous to hit. And I'm using Slick Back here. And I'll come in and grab all of that just to make sure this is covered. So when I coat it, I know it has all that here. And I come in, get the bottom, and I'm just doing light buffing marks, you know, to clean the paint up a bit. Grab this section here. So you see this part right here, that part. This part, you don't have a lot of room This is a good job fitting in there. Turn on for the culture. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna take this to the other side. And then I'm gonna leave that on. So I'll leave slick back on until I'm done. And all it has is like an SiO2 kind of membrane. So I could coat right over that, don't have to prep polish. I love you. I just want to say how much I care. I know, this is part of detailing, bro. Like, I could have left that part. He probably would never known. But if you're going to take money or do anything that's going to cost money or take money from people, you want to make sure that you do your best, because you're paying for the detail, right? They're paying for you to do this right. So even if it takes you a little bit, make sure you budget, or the wage you're going to get from this matches what you feel like you are owed. So that way you aren't complaining, well, it took too long, I didn't want to do that. So I always tell people, always do what's right, especially in this scenario. All right. So wrapping this up, if you missed it, we already did. The leather seats are already coated. I do have to still polish that mug right here, polish the bottom part. I'll do that off camera. We got one fender. This will probably take the longest. The rest of the stuff is easy work. And again, I'm applying slick back, and this is just, you see there's no room here? Like, it makes me nervous. I don't know, dude. I'm weird. I could have probably done it with a tool, but it is what it is. All right. And then I'll take my polishing rag. I'm gonna go do this, let that sit there for a little bit, and then that's it. So any questions? How did the exhaust pipes come out? I only Flint. I did the one side. No, I don't ride a motorcycle, bro. I'm too fat for that. Like, the only thing I ride is biscuit sandwiches from McDonald's. I get down with those. Me, last time I was on a motorcycle, I think I was like 2 years old. It was at Disney World. Yeah, nah, dog. Nah, I ain't riding. I look like, you know what they say, fat people riding motorcycles? It's fun until your friends find out. All right, check this out. So this is what I polished here. Turned out real good. I still got to do this section. I'm going to do that off camera. I did this. Buff that off. I'm just going to buff it off so you can see our work here. Look at that. No panel part required. I could coat right over this. So there's a scratch right here. You see that? I'm gonna have to work on that. Everything else, I feel like we got. There you go. There you go. Any questions? If not, all right, audio back. Are we back? We lost the audio. Is it back? Can you hear me? Yep, all right, yeah. So I am excited for SEMA. We have a lot of plans for SEMA. A lot of plans that did not make it in. Look, I don't want to lie to you. That had no hope of making it in. Don't even know why I threw it across the freaking thing. That was wild. SEMA, I'm stoked about it. I mean, there's a lot of work going into it. We're releasing something pretty big at SEMA. It's not a chemical. If that's a hint for you, it's not a chemical. But it's gonna be pretty dope. We're working hard, everyone is. Jamie's flying out here Monday. We got some filming to do for SEMA. And then, you know, that week, next week, is going to be goodbye week. We're going live several times. Yeah, shout out to Kobe. He was the GOAT. He was the GOAT. Kobe was the GOAT. Yeah, man, I'm stoked. What we got? What else? I froze. Froze? I didn't freeze. Sub. Dylan, thanks, bro, for subbing. Appreciate you. Appreciate people. Look, every time last time I went live, I gained like 1,000 subscribers. So I'm trying to go live every week, at least to show you something, or maybe we do something together that you're not used to doing. That's the goal of all this crap, is to vibe together. So far, I feel like it's working. This bike's gonna be done today. I want to finish it today. There's a lot of little parts, and my hands are massive. So I'm trying to make sure I get the details right. Thor merch. We got some merch. Where do you get that? I got it from Korea. What had been the best part of Thor since you started? The best part of Thor since I started was getting closer to Jamie. Like, he's like a brother to me. But also was being able to provide jobs for, I think, 10 people we employ, 9 people. So, employing people, and then going through the struggles of the good and bad of business, right? The good being you guys, everyone that supports us. The bad is the negativity. But I wish I could say what I want to say, but I understand that me saying what I want to say gets me in trouble. So I've been keeping quiet, because that's the lesson I had to learn, is to shut the hell up. Lives are hitting, John. JW with the lives are hitting. Hey, Beard, the cigars you sent, bro, Chef's Kiss, wild. Yeah, we're still working on something. We're still working on a little something. So it takes time. It takes negotiating time. But we're still working. We're still cooking. We're still cooking. For sure. We are still cooking. Dude, thank you so much for cigars. Everyone who's brought me cigars, it's been nuts. I'm talking about, it's been a vibe. I get sent cigars, bro. I feel like I won the lottery. Yeah, I'm just telling you right now. I feel like I'm blessed. I won the lottery. I feel like I can do whatever I want. I feel excited. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean by that? Hello, undead. Hola. ¿Qué está pasando? All right, dude, I'm gonna lie to you guys. Listen. This is Chef's Kiss. Oh, John, don't tell me that, John. No me diga. Bonjour, Dito Beeves. How you doing, brother? Dude, Leale, look, ever since I used Leale, look, I got certified by Reggie in person, right? He came down from the EU, was at my house for like a week during the winter. Me, Tim, Harold got certified. I use this, but it's kind of like when you feel like home is not good enough and you try to find a side chick and you realize she gave you AIDS. I came back to my wife, you know what I mean? Yeah, Jay, yep. Jordan doesn't like the way I'm acting. Look, Leale, touched by God, all right? That's what I'm saying. Leale is one of those compounds, doesn't care how much pressure you put on. I do miss hearing the products that are Duke do. You already know it's Dookie. I just can't say it. You already know what doesn't hit and what does hit. Tell you, you and I already know. Got to be careful, bro. Yeah. Yep. Even though Trump's America's different, but I don't want to get myself in trouble or hurt the business, so I just shut up. Just keep it to myself. If they got something to say, they can say to my face, see mine. So I'm just polishing. Oh my lord, I thought I nicked that. Yeah, so this finish is pretty hashed too. But this week, dude, I think I've done like 6 coatings this week. 6 coatings, I've been busy. My girls have been helping me a lot more. Isabel wanted to take more responsibility in the business, because I got 4 business to do. So if they can't do the stuff on the car, I do it after work at night. But during the time they get off school, they're working. Second Amendment don't protect you, bro. We Second Amendment ain't protecting you, homie. You still gotta own your word. You know what I'm talking about? You can't come unglued. You know what I'm talking about. Where's my light? The Second Amendment. Dude, Leale is nasty, bro. This hooker, Leale, my lord, she's wild. Any tips? Yeah, don't let it dry. Don't let it sit long. Make sure you take it off right away. Odin's about 20, 30 seconds flash time, depending on humidity. But yeah, don't respect. Put respect on Odin's name. It does dry up a little bit quicker. Gonna be doing Odin. Hey, this stuff is like, I mean, I just did that fender in 20 seconds. I mean, I think this way took me way longer to do it because I was on a live. But I'm thinking I like the look of how this is finishing down better. So I might just redo this whole thing because I can. There's a spot I missed over here anyway that I gotta do. Thanks, Beebs. Hey, how's your Pontiac coming along, dude? That thing's a beast. It's a Pontiac, right? This had a scratch on it, guys. So I'm not doing this for fun, you know what I mean? This had a scratch right here that I had to get. I'm gonna come around, grab that mug right here, put some pressure down. You know what, I'm just gonna panel prep this mug, call it good, and then coat it. Dang, Leale is just nuts. Oh boy. Dang, bro, Leale. Oh yeah, baby. I'm gonna have to hit this with Leale. Oh my gosh. With this orange fella? Yeah, she's killing, huh? Leale sold out. Sorry guys. Go to parkscarcare.net. They got it. Shout out to my boy Park. Nicholas. Dang, Leale just gave it that glow. I made this move with Leale. Hey, we're bringing back the pink episode. So I did want to bring that up. So we got somebody in our community. I don't know if she wants this to be public or not, but pink episode means a lot to me. Jamie brought me on when my wife had cancer, and we're going to raise money for this one individual. I haven't asked her for permission, so if she's watching this, hope she's cool with it, because I think as a community, that's what separates us, right? Oh my Lord, look how that looks. Oh my gosh, bro. And if you're asking what is the pink episode is it is for women who are fighting breast cancer or anyone. Yeah, it's a breast cancer episode. It's near and dear to my heart. It's coming back. I think it's gonna be next week. I don't know. I hope Jamie announced it. What we got? Pink episode, yes. Yep, pink episode is coming back. It's plastic. You know what that means? With plastic, fellas, ladies, men, is don't go hard, okay? Take it easy, Poppy. I'm gonna turn this mug down. And I'm just doing that to jewel it. Don't go hard. Plastic overheats, could expand. Learn from my mistake on the Tundra. I'm gonna grab this little metal part here too. Get that, because I'm gonna coat that mug. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's a real boy. Look at that. Look at that. Zero haze. Whoo. Leale is that hoe. You know what I'm talking about? That's not a bad word. That's a bad word, huh? I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say the word hoe. It just sounded good coming off the tongue. Hi. I'm gonna just panel prep it all, guys. I decided to go against my own will. I should have used Leale, like Chris said, because Leale is doing God's work. It does zero dusting, perfect finish. Like I should have just did what he said. I should have listened. I didn't listen. I'm a douchebag. I am a douche. I'm gonna get that, jewel that mug. Bam. Oh, yes. It's a real boy. Let me get this mug right here. Now we're cooking. I'm just blazing through because I don't have to do a two-step. Should have just did the alley. Should have just listened. I should have just went with my gut, bro. This one, I'm gonna need a little more oomph, you know what I'm talking about? A little oomph, a little Oh my gosh, bro. You remember that mark that was right here earlier today? Gone. David, hola, senor. Damn, Merca's wild, dude. Merca, look, okay? Take it easy, take it easy. Come in. Woo, the bike is corrected. Got one more fender and we're done, Brownzos. We're done. Then I gotta decide what I'm gonna do with that piece of crap. What am I gonna do right there? Any suggestions? What do people think? I'm thinking bar's keeper's friend, a Scotch grade pad, clean it up, then polish it. You tell me what you think. I lost it all. Nothing lasts forever. I'm sorry. Should've used Leale. People say that still. You gotta be careful. This one has zero paint. We measured this 1.5. 1.5. Oh my gosh. Baby, it's memories. People don't understand. Guys, I love music. Okay, Boys and Men has been hitting hard lately. I'm telling you, Boys and Men. I've been listening. I got my girls listening to Boys and Men in the car, right? Because they don't understand love making music. When we were growing up, back in the 90s, we got denied. You know what went on? What was that song? Go to the end of the road. Look, no one knew what heartbreak was, right? We all knew that song meant you got dumped. Took a little. What's up, man? How to clean this pipe, Greg? Give me some thoughts. Give me some thoughts on this pipe cleanage. I think this side should be gooch. It should be just a polish. But the other side has like microfiber, essence of microfiber. Full time, yeah, back again. Go. Going there and it's so slow. Hits every time that song hits. Hits. Motown feeling back again. I need to wear gloves, guys. I need to wear some gloves. Need to wear some gloves. The bike is corrected. I'm just doing the pipes now. And then it's Gucci. We are Gucci. I need that metal cut, David Boyce. I don't think Endgame's gonna cut through this. Sometimes you just need the big gun. Mark, look at that, it's tight. You see how tight it is on me? That's a 2X. You sure these are 2X's? I feel like it's like buying a shirt off the shelf. When they know you fat, but they tell you that's 2X, and it's really like a 0X. Motown Philly's back again. Oh, I ain't doing two-step, dude. I ain't doing a two-step. Already finished. The car's done, bro. Done. So, a trick here is to take some compound on your little towel head, you know what I'm saying? 2 extra, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, player? And then you have to do that by hand, you know, close to the edge here, and pray to God that it comes out, which you're gonna be here for a long time, player. What's a two-step dance, bro? Talk to me like I'm colored. What is a two-step dance? Help me. Motown Philly's back again. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes, it's coming, bro. I'm so stoked. This is the details, man. This is the part of the job that really does suck. If I could just paint correct and hand this off to somebody, I would. But this is the part that absolutely just sucks. But look at that, okay? Like, for me to get all in that, I would have to separate that. That ain't happening. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't happening. I could probably angle it. Yeah, you're right. You're so right, dude. Just nervous, bro. You ever get nervous? You probably don't get nervous. You're probably one of those that were like good in bed. Hold on, this phone's in the way. Sorry, this phone is in the way. Oh, yeah. Chew change. You don't get nervous, bro. I bet $5, dude. The first girl you kissed, you knew what you were doing. She was lost. My man over here has the balls of steel. When's the last time you were nervous, bro? I'm nervous all the time. Every day. I wake up, I'm like, how am I gonna pay my bills? Guys, listen up. How many of you are into men's fragrances? My shattered dreams and broken heart are mending on now. I saw you holding hands, standing close to someone else, and now I stand all alone, wishing all my feeling was gone. Gotta get over you. Yeah, Polo Blue. I got like 40 cents upstairs. Oh, Imagination slaps, bro. Louis Vuitton Imagination is wild. That is nuts. Louis Vuitton Imagination is touched by God. I got guys, you think I'm going overboard? I mean, in reality, I cleaned the pipe up. Looks good, huh? Clean the pipe up. The other pipe is effed. Clean that mug up. KC1 is hot dookie. Hot dookie. I love all, dude. I got a cologne today. I got Valentino's Ivory limited scent. Got myself some Polo 67. I got some Valentino aroma, some other stuff, and then I'm working towards my collection. I have a collection. I've been cleaning pipes for a long time, bro. So have you. So have you. Don't cap. Yeah, Calvin Klein Eternally was solid. Wishing all my feeling was gone. Gotta get over you. This is the tedious part. I already polished the whole little car, you know what I'm saying? These are the details that they look at. So you just want to make sure when you do it, you do this. Mont Blanc Explorer is nuts. He's got expensive taste. Mark over here has mad expensive taste. So he said Fahrenheit. Dude, the guy said Louis Vuitton Imagination. You better have a good job. $600 for that mug, or $450, or whatever it is today. Oh my gosh, I just chipped it. I just chipped the chrome, cuz. No, I'm kidding, bro. It's chrome. You're good. All right, you're good. Bro, I've had this Nano longer than I've known you. I've had it for a long time, bro. Yeah, the Lovers is like a date night scent, bro. You take that out, you take the shorty out. It's a date night scent. I do like Louis Vuitton Pacific Chill. It's pretty dope. While the sun shines on you, I need your love to rain on me. Till I stand all alone. You guys, what you know about Brian McKnight? Brian McKnight, dude, slaps. Slaps. Look at that. Boom. You guys remember how this looked? Got it looking right. I gotta get this side though. I'm not happy with that. Gosh darn it, bro. Oh yeah, you know it's J Love. What's up, bro? So there's a guy, Mark Horn, in chat. He actually distributes these gloves. Mark, why don't you tell the good people where they can find some? Until we make up our mind. Until we make up our mind. There we go. That was what it was missing. I feel like that still has like a tinge. No, that's the ground, right? Is that the ground? I feel like that's, I don't know. I'll hit it one more time. Hit it one more time. What polish? Metal cut, brother. Because I don't have Chemex. I wish I had Chemex probably cut faster, but polish this. See if I could get more brilliance from it. Oh, yeah, boy. It's J-Love. Do you use Geon products? You know what? I used to use Geon products for a very long time. When I started about 5 years ago, I was a Geon certified Infinity coatings and all that jazz. That's all I used to apply. All I used to apply back in the day. Back in the dizzle. You know what I'm talking about? Back in the day. Now we got this crap. We got this one and we're done. We're done. We did it live. We did it live. This one's pretty bad. Oh, they're coming. Yum's on its way. That one's pretty bad. I don't know why I get this live sync on my phone on the TV. It's on the ocean, dude. You guys in the Oz, you have a big restock heading your way. Huge. Yeah, I used to use it a lot. Used to use it a lot, my friend. Guys, Jamie, I'm gonna take that out. It looks like he had put a microfiber pad on this. I'm gonna take that out. Would 4,000 aught take that off? Steel wool, 4,000 steel wool. All right, bet, son. Jamie, do I need to, what do you think? Do I need to lube that up? I got one, dude. So this, huh? Let's try, see what happens. So am I gonna use the polish with this or what? Yep. So, you want me to do this, yeah? Yeah? Now ain't coming off, player. You lied to me? What is that? What? What the freak? Bro, what? Somebody. Oh. Nice, scratchy. It's 4,000. I feel like it's burnt on there. That's what it feels like. It feels like it's like whatever that is burnt on there for sure. You see? No, that's not rust. That looks like burnt on something. I don't think it's rust, bro. I think he took a microfiber, and when the pipe was hot, he hit it. I think this is gonna come off. A little more elbow grease. It's like burnt plastic is what it's on there. Yeah, you see that? That's like, look at that. He said WD-40. I'm thinking a solvent. Might take that off. That's what he's saying. And I'm going to oblige his request. I'm going to oblige his request. All right? I got my rinseless wash. Nah, dude. I got something on testing here. Do a little test buy. See if this hole comes off. That hole ain't coming off, dude. That ain't coming off. Nope. That ain't coming off. We did our best, bro. I ain't chasing waterfalls. Shout out to TLC. That ain't coming off. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I've been trying for an hour. That dude, stuck. Stuck. I'll tell you that right now. She's stuck. I'm gonna hit this though to try to help my timeline here, so I'm not here all night. Clean that up and then I'll polish it. Say you didn't know I'm crazy about you. In case you didn't know. Can't tell you what that green juice is, bro. It's outside the realm of my, what I'm allowed to say and do. You know what I'm talking about? In case you didn't know, I'm crazy about you. I hate polishing chrome like I like eating vegetables. It's so gross, even though. You sound like you're dying. Shut up. Tell me what. Sound like I'm dying, bro. What are you talking about? Going back to Rupes. This whole works. I can't count cold. Look, that looks a lot better, huh? Yeah, I can't, yeah, don't look at that. Close your eyes. Close your eyes, make a wish, and blow out the candlelight. For tonight is just your night. We're gonna celebrate. Ooh. I'm thinking the polisher is it's a Rupes Mini, and then I have a DAS from Lintec from Europe. It's a DAS 6. The details, man. It's motorcycle details, you know what I'm talking about? And then I'm gonna hit that. Get as close as I can. Boom. All right. I can't count the cold. See things on my mind. I couldn't. Brush your teeth, he says. The disrespect. In case you didn't know. What's the polish grid? Hey, Moto, I'm using this. I don't know what the polish grid is, but I do wish I had something with more bite. It would have came handy in those parts that were carbonated. Or I wish I would have had Labo Cosmetica decarb. I could have used that first to melt off the carbonation, then polished it. I just don't have any of that. So I'm having to pivot, you know what I'm saying, brother? But if you were here earlier, you could tell those pipes were terrible. I have to switch my pad out because my pad is becoming non-effective. It's going straight to the garbage. I did the polishing already on all of the painted surface like an hour ago. These are the details before I come in and apply the ceramic coating. What kind of coating do we want to apply on this? What do y'all think? Yeah, if I had that decarbonator stuff, it would have been lit, bro. It would have been game changing. All right, we got this part left and we're done. We're gonna panel prep, apply the coating. What coating we wanna put on this mug? Why not the detail coat wheel coating on and thick? You know what? You broham. Smart, we're gonna apply that and that's what we're doing. Yes, the elegance of thick. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put thick on this mug. And the wheel coating, we're doing it all. Yep. Yeah, dude, look at you, big brain, dog. Guys, this polisher is dying. This polisher is dying. Please, Lord, let me get through this. Let me get through this, Lord, please. There you go, give it some power. There you go. Let me get through this. That's all I need. Let me finish this. All right, there we go. Yep. Yes! We finished. We finished the polish. Oh, what a treat that was. What a treat. Look at this. Everyone who was with me from the beginning, look at that. Look at the paint. Look at all those. We polished all of it. So now let's apply the ceramic coating. I do have to panel prep this mud. And these get thrown away. You see that? You see that? Gone. Those get thrown away. We're gonna put Detail Co's wheel coating on all of the metal parts. So I'm gonna go get those And then we'll apply that right now. And we're gonna put thick on the body. Guys, I got bad news. Oh, I got thick right here. What? All right, I got Oblivion. I got a new towel to wipe. We're using thick and the wheel coating here. And then we're gonna do all the pipes first, brother. We're gonna do all the pipes. Sorry guys, sorry. Gotta get prepped. That is a panel prep, in case you're wondering why I'm getting the car wet. That is a panel prepper. All right. Wheel coating. Shake that up. I put a ceramic coating on the leather seat earlier. I already did the leather seat. And then I am gonna come in and get all sides. You know what's crazy? I just panel prepped, wiped it, and I'm still getting carbon residue on my pad. Now that tells you a few things. Number one, I need new polish. Number two, I need new polish. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let that set up for a bit. And then I wipe. It does bead. So if you're wondering why I was looking beading, it does bead. I use the metal polish from CarPro. Now, I am going to do the frame in the wheel coating because it's braided, it has sick on it, right? It is super hydrophobic. So any of these pieces here, I'm gonna put the wheel coating on this. I'm gonna panel prep all of it. I should panel prep all of it. And I'm gonna put thick on the plastic and on the metal part. Grab that. Grab down. Grab that. And then I'm gonna apply thick here. Or I mean, this is the engine, so I'm gonna actually apply the wheel coating on there. Get the little bar here. Get this piece here. Any high temp part you could tag. And then let it sit for a second. And then while that's sitting, I am going to grab all the metal parts over here as well. Since it's near the engine block, it gets hot. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna apply it on here. You're like, you're putting a wheel coating. And yeah, dog, I'm putting it rated high temps, rated to be long, durable. Putting it all over. Pulling it all over. It is going to do its beating, rainbowing dance. You can see it up close, what it looks like. And that's when you know you need a wipe. And it is slick. So I want you to know that. It is slick. You wipe that. I ended up with Leale. Put that on the middle parts. Once it does its thing, it hazes, come back here, grab that, grab this side, grab that side. All that is coated already. Now we're gonna head over to this section here, and I'm gonna do the gearbox with the metal coating. I'm gonna do all this with the metal coating. I already panel prepped it, I already polished it, etc. Here, come in, grab that piece, grab this, grab this. Everything's gonna get this metal coating. That's what it's rated for, heat. And it's pretty stout. And the coating's slick. I don't know if you ever applied the wheel coating. The wheel coating is super slick. Super slick. It's like insanely. I don't know how John did it. You're like, who's John? He's our chemist. But his coatings are top notch. And we wanted a beast of a wheel coating, right? Because when you have it on wheels, they get hit with the most gnarly things. And ours is rated at a higher rate. I think it's what, 2 years? Is what ours is rated at. And then that would be all the components on this side. Make sure you come in, you grab that, make sure you hit that, level all the high spots, get that part in between, get the gearbox. So all this, from the pipes all the way down, is coated. We're gonna now focus on this part right here. Wait, matter of fact, I'm gonna do the gas tank. Let me do the gas tank right fast. Do that. All right, so the side of the bike is coated with high temp. I am going to panel prep all that. Make sure you don't go in hard because no need. Gauge clusters. And this one I'm just gonna coat with thick. Hello everyone. From Brazil, what's up, brother? And thick. I'm gonna do the whole gas tank. I love thick. Thick is one of the most slept on products 2025, I promise you. It is wild. The application, the way it lasts, the darkening effect, thick is nuts. And then we're going to hit this mug. And you can see when it starts to sweat, you level. That's it. That's how simple that is. And you could get away with a one tile wipe. And you get that gloss right away, the jetting effect right away. And come back on the back end and just knock her down. And that is thick. And look at the gloss on that. Like I said, thick as nuts. All right, so the trunk's done, or the gas tank's done. All of this is done. Now we're gonna focus on the back hatch. So when I say the back hatch, I'm looking at this part right here. So I'm gonna panel prep that, and I'm gonna apply thick on that, the plastics and all that jazz. And then I coated the whole side with a coating. Thick nuts. Panel prepping it with Oblivion. Hit every section. And then after this, when I finish this side, I'm gonna call this this slide. Appreciate everyone being on, but let's coat this together. We finished the bike almost together. I wanna finish it. Get all the metal parts too. Make sure when you apply the coating, you apply it to all the surfaces. Because it'll be weird, right? When you get this mug and only half the car, or only half the motorcycle beads, because you were lazy, don't be that guy. Get in there, get around it, get the lights, plastic, get in here, and then make sure it extends all the way around. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking to. There's people who just coat just enough, the whole thing gets coated. Grass seal coat, I'm using detail coat wheels on all the hot pieces of the bike. So all the engine components, things of that nature. I put, on this one here, I put Repel from Geist. And then you can see it beating, and then you just level. That's how easy this is. Coating is so easy. Fantastic. I'm really digging it. This is a good job for the user. Not to be so easy you feel like it's gonna fail you. It is pretty stout. There are people who have this coating on the car for over a year. Jamie does. I have it on my truck for over a year. My truck lives outside, and it's performing like day one with no acid wash, things like that. It does get clogged quick. There's a guy that lives in Louisiana, Todd, and he says his clogs, but it bounces right back to the acid wash. Those are one of those things that we want to fix for version 2, if we ever come out with a version 2, is to allow it to be more, you know what I'm talking about, clog free. All right, everyone. Let me tell you bye in a second. 1 second. All right. Thank you for being with me as I almost finished the bike. I am going to get off, finish the high temp stuff. We went through polishing. We went through cleaning, how I clean a motorcycle. We coated, polished the majority of it. Now it's just the intricate parts that are going to take time. So thank you all for watching. I appreciate you being on for almost 2 hours plus. It means a lot. I'll see you next time. I'm out. See you, everyone.